Okay, so I love the look of the front of my truck. I think it is an absolutely phenomenal evolution from the previous generation. And I'm going to tell you, when I had my 2017 F450 King Ranch, I had swapped the grill out from a King Ranch grill to a Platinum grill. I actually still have the King Ranch grill. Believe it or not, I actually still have the front and rear OEM bumper off of my red F450. They were chrome, so they'll pretty much match any vehicle. I even have the extensions off of the side, these pieces off of those bumpers. I have pretty much everything for them. I think I even have the tow hooks and some of the other parts that were removed when we put the road armor bumpers on. On top of that, I have the factory King Ranch grill that came on that truck as well. So I got a lot of stuff. I even have a tailgate and a tailgate cover, the King Ranch emblem on the back. So a lot of stuff off of that truck. That said, that's not what this video is about. We're going to add an accessory to this truck today that I think will actually be a pretty good accessory, but hopefully you enjoy it. Hang tight, I'll be right back. So here's the box it comes in. When we're done, if you want to order one for yourself, this is going to be the information. I bought this directly off of Ford's website using points that I had, which only accounted for like a $13 savings, but it was only $100 for this. So this is definitely what I consider to be a lower cost upgrade that can really make your truck stand out. But I'm interested in getting y'all's opinion on what this looks like once we have it on the truck. So here's what it is. Got a piece of clear film over it to protect it, so you don't have to worry about the tape sticking. Should be really easy to put on. They make a lot of aftermarket versions of these, and the specific reason why I wanted the Ford version of it from Ford is because it actually says Super Duty that matches this. Looks a lot better in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on. The whole thing attaches with adhesive. So there is no screws, nothing like that. It's a very simple process of cleaning everything up underneath, getting it attached. So we will get this attached to this area after we clear all the bugs off, which is one of the reasons why you want something like this. And it will sit just like that, and it just protects the front. I think it looks fantastic. But let me get this installed. I'll be right back and let you give me your opinion on it in the comment section. Another really good use for this release product is the fact that it does a great job removing bugs. And I'm using that to remove all of those nasty bugs that were stuck to the front portion of the hood here. Check this out. See these bugs? Isn't that crazy? Stuff works really well. Couple little harder stuck on areas here. Oh, that's actually a chip. Already got a chip in the hood. Again, another really good reason to put something like this on your vehicle. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about rust, because this aluminum hood is not going to rust. But I do want it nice and clean. Beautiful paint. Look at that. Is that not just absolutely gorgeous? Okay, so first of all, installing this thing sucks. It seems like it would be the simplest thing, and it is. It's very simple, but it's easy to get wrong, and I think most of you will probably understand why. First of all, there's tape that runs all the way around the edge, and it is double-sided tape, probably 3M double-sided tape. Secondly, it's super sharp on the edges. They don't sand it down, which I'll probably have to do because I cut myself just barely rubbing my finger against the edge. If you pop the hood, that lip right there is very sharp, and it can cut you, so just keep that in mind. Finally, the tape is not forgiving. So they give you an adhesion promoter, and that adhesion promoter you're supposed to put on your paint all the way around. Even without it, you'd probably have the same issue. The minute any part of this tape touches the hood, it sticks, and it sticks hard. And to pull it off typically requires, because of the way it's shaped, some other part to touch while you're trying to remove the part that's stuck. So that's what happened. I got it nearly aligned, but this side was just a hair too high, just like maybe a quarter of an, not even a quarter of an inch, maybe a 1/16 of an inch too high, and I could see that, and it bothered me, so I wanted to remove it. And in the process of removing it, it stuck. So this part stuck, and then I tried to remove it, and that part touched, so it stuck. And then the same thing happened over here. because it's wanting to kind of conform to your hood while you're actually trying to remove it, and in the process I cracked it. So you can see a tiny little hairline crack right there. Thankfully there is adhesive all over it, so it holds everything together and you really can't notice it. But it's super frustrating, and I thought I had everything lined up, because if you look at it from here, it looks perfectly aligned, which it is, until you look at the corner. And I already had it stuck down in too many areas to be able to just remove it back and shift it over 1/8 of an inch on that side. So there's 1/8 of an inch of overhang on this side, just barely, and you can actually feel the hood right underneath it. So it doesn't overhang much, but it is not perfectly centered, and that's kind of annoying. I would honestly tell you there's got to be a better way. This is not something that is as easy as you would think, because the way you kind of hold it is you have to hold it like this, get down, feel the bottom lip. But remember, this is 3-dimensional. This isn't perfectly flat. Sorry, it is super windy out here. But you're trying to feel where it touches the bottom of the hood on each side, so it's perfect, which it is. There's no issues there at all. Meanwhile, you're trying to see if you have it side to side, and you're trying to do it with it at the angle it needs to go on, because if you hold it like this, it's not going to line up properly. And when you get it to the angle that you need to get it and you press it on, if it's off at all, you get overhang. So that's the problem I had here. I don't think it looks bad though. I'm actually pretty happy with the overall look. When you stand back here, you certainly can't tell. I think it looks really good overall. I mean, it really does make the front of the truck kind of stand out a little bit more, especially with the black kind of bleeding into the black grille. But what are your thoughts? I know some folks are probably going to say it needs to come around the side here a little bit, but in all practicality, it can't the way people might want it to. It's stuck on there. So unless I want to break the whole thing off, I have to be happy with the way it is. That's just the way it is. I might be able to kind of sand this side down a little bit if I want. I'm certainly going to take some sandpaper underneath and try to soften this lip, because again, if you walk up to the truck to go actually latch the hood and you rub your finger sideways against that lip, it's going to cut you, and it's pretty dang sharp. But let me know what your opinion is. Please leave a comment below. I would love to know if you think the truck looks better with it, or if it looks worse. That, along with the black accent we put around here, we put it around the back as well. The back one looks a lot more bold from this angle, but it's probably because you're seeing a shadow and the pinstripe. It might look a little less so from this side. But what do you guys think overall? I think it looks nice. I really do. I don't think I really need to trim that side down. It bothers me a little bit, but not enough to risk breaking this thing to try to trim that side down. But it certainly does match the truck very well. Anyways, leave a comment below. I'd love to know your thoughts. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.